Hey everybody. So I'm 5 weeks post-op now, or a little bit over 5 weeks, and for the most part, everything's going really well. I just moved on to my new dilation month a couple days ago, so that means I only have to do it 3 times a day now instead of 4, which is awesome because it was taking so much of my day doing it 4 times a day. But now I had to move on to doing the extra large size too, because there's 3 size dilators that we were supposed to use. So now every time I have to do the first one for 5 minutes, and then the second one for 10 minutes, and then the third one for 15 minutes. So it ends up taking half an hour about each time. Actually, a little bit longer because it's like setting up your little space and like putting the lube on and taking them out and everything like that. But it's definitely nice to not have to do it 4 times a day. That was just taking way too much time. So yeah, everything's been going pretty well for the most part. I had a little bit of a complication arise. I first noticed that I think on the Friday after I got back from the surgery, I first noticed these kind of like little red areas, kind of right underneath the vaginal cavity, like right where the incision lines go into. These like 2 red bumps started forming. And they were really small back then. So I was kind of watching those for a while. Then I was expecting to get an email from Montreal to follow up. Like they were supposed to send me an email just like asking how my recovery was going and everything like that. But they didn't send it to me like the week after I got back. So I sent them an email anyway, just like saying what was going on and everything like that. And asked them about the red areas, the red bumps that I had. So that was on Friday, and I didn't hear anything over the weekend, didn't hear anything on Monday, and still hadn't heard anything on Tuesday. So I tried calling them, and I got through to someone, and she said that they would be responding to my email that afternoon, and that I should wait for that. And then I asked, like, well, can I just ask you a quick question over the phone? And she said, no, like, wait for the email. So I'm like, okay. And then, so I wait a few hours, and then I get a response from them just saying that everything looked fine. So that made me feel a bit better. But the same day I had a doctor's appointment, so because I wanted to get it checked out. So I went to the doctor, and he said it looked fine too, but he was a little, because I was concerned about infection, and it's in such an infection-prone area, he thought it would be a good idea just to go on antibiotics, just in case. So I went on antibiotics for a week. But I noticed that the red bumps kept getting bigger, and they're not like bumps like a pimple or something, like where it's kind of like a gradual increase like that. No, this is more like the regular skin, and then it goes up all of a sudden, and then across, and then down all of a sudden. So it looked almost like something like stuck to the skin, and it was really kind of weird looking. It was like really red looking, and like it didn't look like normal skin. It looked like something like under the skin that was growing on top for some reason. So anyway, so that was weird. So I sent them another picture in Montreal. I heard back from them on Tuesday, and they said it was hypergranulation, which is when the body kind of like overheals itself, like the body like puts down too many extra layers or something, or like it gets confused and it's putting down the wrong layer or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like a buildup of tissue that isn't supposed to be there. So the nurses in Montreal said that Dr. Broussard said I should get it treated by a doctor or nurse with silver nitrate, which is this chemical that'll cauterize it. So finding out that I had to get a cauterizing chemical, which basically means you're getting a chemical burn, that I had to have that done down there was kind of freaky, and it really kind of freaked me out. Especially because I was going back to Vancouver from Calgary after that, and I wouldn't get a chance to see a doctor for a few days, so I just got kind of like really nervous about that. But anyway, I got to see a doctor, and he applied the silver nitrate. So it almost looks like a matchstick. It's like a long matchstick with the silver nitrate stuff at the end, and then they just kind of like put it on and kind of wipe it on the affected area. And it didn't really hurt, which was awesome. Like when they first put it on, like I didn't really feel it, and then it just started to tingle just a little bit. And so we put it on both sides. One bump on one side was a bit bigger than the other one. So anyway, so he applied it, then that was it. So then I just like went about my day, but I wasn't allowed to like do a dilation or wash it for 2 hours. I had to leave it. So during that time, for the first hour, it kind of like stung and was like really tingly. but not too bad. Yeah, and then the doctor said I just need to come back to get another treatment. So I just went back a couple days ago to get it again, and I probably have to get it one more time. But he said one of the bumps had completely gone away, he thinks. So that's good, and he thinks the other one will probably need just one more treatment. So that's good. It'll be really nice to have those fully healed, because they were like bleeding a little bit. They do bleed a little bit occasionally. So it'll definitely be good to have that under control. Yeah, generally everything's been going well. I'm back in Vancouver now. And it was really nice to stay with my parents. They took really good care of me, and it was really nice to get to spend so much time with them, because I don't really get to see them that much. So getting to visit them for like 5 weeks because of the time in Montreal as well, was really nice. And I think you really do need someone to help take care of you after you come back from the surgery, because doing the dilations throughout the day takes a lot of time, and you don't have much energy still, so I was finding myself still quite tired, and like between dilations I just kind of wanted to relax. So it was definitely nice to have my mom like making me food and all that, and like helping clean towels and everything, because I was going through lots of towels because they'd get a little bit of stuff on them. And then just like that they could go out and get stuff for me if I needed it and everything. Like it really helped a lot. I think that if you really needed to, you could take care of yourself, but you'd probably want to like, you know, have some like frozen meals or something to help you get through it, because having to like make meals and do all that kind of stuff takes a lot of effort. Okay, and something else I wanted to talk about was before you have the surgery, you have to go off of hormones for 3 weeks. So I stopped taking hormones, and I noticed after about a week and a half that I started to feel the testosterone kicking back in, because I started to get erections all the time randomly, which was quite unusual for me, because after I started on hormones, it wouldn't just kind of happen randomly that I'd get an erection. So that was interesting, and I noticed my skin started to get really greasy. Like after like I'd wash my face, like a few hours later, my skin would just feel like really oily, and I started to get pimples, and like could tell my pores were starting to get clogged and stuff, because like I could just feel it. And then I started to get like pimples on my chest and stuff, so that really sucked. It really made me glad that I'm not on testosterone anymore. I'm glad I didn't have to go longer without testosterone, because I think I would have gotten like really bad acne if I had to be on it for like, if I had to be off of estrogen for like a few months or something. It probably would have done that. It also made a bunch of hair appear on my face, like right on my chin. I got like a big crop of hair coming out, which really sucked, because I'd gotten electrolysis about over a month before the surgery, and like at that point, like I didn't need to shave anymore. Like basically all the hair on my face was gone, but the testosterone triggered a bunch more growth, and yeah. Anyway, so I had electrolysis done last week after I got back to Vancouver, and that was good. So hopefully I won't have much more grow back. I have one more appointment, so hopefully all my facial hair will be gone. And it might have been good that I had the testosterone, because it kind of like got those remaining follicles to start growing, and so I could actually get rid of them. People have been asking me like how it feels when I'm doing my dilations, like whether it feels good or not or anything like that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel pleasurable at all. You just like, you put the dilator in and you just hold it there, and it's just like you feel the pressure of having something in there. And then when I'm doing my like the biggest size dilator, it just like feels like quite a stretch. Like it just like feels really tight in there. The first time I did that big dilator, it was really kind of hard to get it in, but now it goes in, like it goes in fine, like it's not really a problem, but it just like feels like quite a stretch. And yeah, it doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't feel like you're masturbating or anything. And I'm not actually allowed to play with my clit until the 8th week. So that's going to be another 3 weeks, which, you know, will be really nice to actually get to play with it. Just see if everything's all working down there. But I have been feeling quite horny recently. Because there's like no outlet for me. There's no way for me to do anything like that right now. So, but I can tell you that when I feel aroused, it feels good. Like I feel, it feels like a swelling feeling, kind of like in my vagina. and it feels kind of all tingly and good, like, and it feels like I want to have sex, or like I want to play with it. So like it's really nice that it feels that like I can feel aroused and it feels good in that region. It kind of says to me that like, oh, the nerves are all kind of working properly down there. So I'm really looking forward to being able to play with it. One other thing is that actually after I was back in Calgary for a few weeks, or for a few days, I mean, I actually had an orgasm in a dream, which was really awesome to know that I can actually still experience orgasms psychologically. So that was good. That was pretty exciting. Yeah, so I'll update you guys. I'm not afraid to talk about this kind of stuff on the internet. So I think it's really important. I mean, like, it's a surgery on your genitals, right? So like you're gonna like, of course we have to talk about this stuff because that's like one of the primary function of them. So, well, I guess the primary function is really reproduction, but having sexual feelings is part of that. So I think it's really important to talk about. Let's see. And that's basically it. Someone just asked a quick question about whether I need to take Spiro anymore now that I've had the surgery. And no, I don't, because I don't have testosterone anymore. So I just need to take estrogen and prometrium, which is progesterone. I'm really looking forward to going to the beach. Can't wait. I'm gonna go like swimsuit shopping soon. I'm gonna get I really like one-piece swimsuits, so I'm gonna get like a really nice one-piece swimsuit, like a really shiny one, and maybe like a new bikini as well. But I'm really looking forward to being able to go to the beach. And I'm really happy with my result. I'm really happy with the way it looks, and when I look at myself in the mirror, I just feel so much more comfortable with myself. Like, I don't feel like there's something wrong anymore. Like, I like looking at myself naked in the mirror now, and it's really nice. Like, I just feel so much better. Like, I'm really glad that I decided to get the surgery. And even though it was really scary, I think it was worth it. Anyway, so I'll do another update in a couple weeks, or maybe in 3 weeks after I am allowed to explore the region of my clitoris, which is what they say. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.